Hi, my name is Precious Rutland. I am a trichologist and wellness consultant for hair health happiness. Today's topic, I wanted to talk to you about how does hormones affect hair loss and hair thinning. So we all know that we have hormones in our body, and they're mostly known as the inducerin system. And so each organ in our inducerin system, they have a specific role to secrete the hormones that will assist our body in the entire homeostasis process, meaning our internal ability to balance all of our systems and just bring stability in them. So any imbalances of the hormones that we have, they contribute to our hair loss, hair thinning, and our scalp conditions. So that's first off. We know that the main two contributing factors to our hormones are going to be the testosterone and estrogen. So those are the two most contributing factors to any type of hair loss that we may be having in our body. We need these hormones because of the specific roles that they play and how they interact with the other hormones. Now coming into play, besides our own internal hormones, we know that the external hormones are now affecting our system as well. Meaning they're coming in now, they're mimicking our own hormones, they're creating hormonal changes within our bodies. So if, for instance, any medications that we're taking, any ingredients in our personal care products, our cleaning products, any pesticides that we may be around, the foods, contaminants that's going into our water that we're drinking, even the air that we're breathing in. So now on top of our own internal hormones, now we have the external environmental factors coming in. One of the major contributing hormones that I think, for women that are especially familiar with is, for instance, the birth control. So depending on how long you're on the birth control, I know some women are on there for a number of years. So that is contributing to our hormonal imbalance, and at some point that will have an effect on your hair cycle, and sometimes it can affect and cause hair thinning and hair loss depending on how long you've been, how long it's been in your system, if you're starting, stopping. If you looked at some of my previous videos, I have mentioned that our hair loss, anything that's going on with our body, with our system, depending on when it shows up, you have to go back and think, okay, what was my body going through 3 months ago? Because whatever you're experiencing now, it's something that happened in your body 3 months ago. So now we have to backtrack and get your system up to its balancing system so we can get it stabilized again. So hormonal thinning is usually going to be associated with hereditary factors. So we know now there's going to be a lot of contributing factors to the early onset pattern. So for instance, this is how serious that it's affecting us now. So it used to be when we would, for instance, for the males, it used to be when you see males, they'll start having thinning when they're older, like in their early 40s and so on. But now with the environmental factors that we have coming in that I just described, now we're starting to see some of the men starting to say they're starting to experience hair loss at the age of 18. So it's starting to come in earlier and earlier now, as opposed to when it used to be. So hair loss, another way that hair loss can be affected through is our thyroid hormones. I've been hearing that a lot, and it's basically due to the fluctuation in the thyroid hormone, and then the medication that we're taking, that we're trying to control the hormone. That is what's causing the hair loss, because of the up and down, the fluctuation. There's no stability while we're trying to control it. The medicine has a counter effect, and it's affecting our hair loss. So you have to look at the estrogen and testosterone. So it's only hair pattern thinning. When I'm saying hair pattern thinning, it's mostly going to be here in the top, and you'll see it. It's mostly going to be right up in here, our crown area, this little area right here. That's mostly going to be our hair pattern thinning. Anything in the back, that's going to be our terminal hair loss. Okay, but I digressed for a little bit. But anyway, the hair pattern thinning is normally caused by DHT. I'm sure you guys have heard of it. It's the dihydrotestosterone. I believe I'm pronouncing that right, but I'll just say the short term, DHT. I'm sure you guys have heard about it. But it's actually what's triggering the DHT. It's not necessarily the medications that we're taking, but it's more so to do with it's let me backtrack, let me slow down. It's more so what's triggering the DHT, the whatever the medication, whatever it has. It's not whether our hormones are too low or too high. It is what is in there that is causing the DHT. So what is triggering, what in that medication, what in that DHT, what is triggering for our hormones to get out of balance, and then triggering, which is also going to affect our hair cycle, our hair growth cycle. So again, we know that it's hereditary, and then we have the hormonals, the internal hormonals going in, and then we have the free radical effect. If you've listened to some of my previous videos, I talk about the free radicals, and that's something that we can't get around. We're all affected by it. If you're living and breathing, you're going to be affected by a free radical. Okay, so you're saying, Precious, well, what do you mean by a free radical again? So free radical is when you have anything from the environment, anything that we take in, consume, it has like negative electrons, so they actually come into our body and they do damage. But we counteract those free radicals, those things that's trying to cause damage within our body, by taking antioxidants. Okay, so what I mean by when we're saying antioxidants, I'm sure you guys have heard that term being used again. The antioxidants are like the vitamins, the minerals, the supplements that we need, the good healthy eating habits, cutting back on our sugar or eliminating sugar overall. If we do those things, we're counteracting the free radicals that are coming and trying to harm our body. So that's what I mean when I'm talking about that. It's something that we can't get around. So, but the only thing we can do is take the preventative measures. So a lot of the problems that we have, hormonal problems, that is what's causing the hair loss, thinning. Again, it's going to be due to our hormones, because our hormones are fluctuating, and then there's the trigger. So we have to get to the root cause, what is triggering our hormones. For instance, I've talked about getting an understanding of how your hair growth cycle, how it's going to affect your hair loss, your hair thinning, if you're experiencing it, or your scalp conditions. If you haven't heard that already, please go back and check some of my videos. I also talk about that. That's why we have to have a good understanding on our personal hair cycle, what we're going through, and then that'll help us get a handle on any hair loss or hair thinning that we're going. Now, I do want to say that's why I invite you, if you haven't already, please reach out to me. I am doing virtual online hair and wellness consultations. I give an overall in-depth consultation on your body to help you get to the root cause of what may be bothering you, whether it's with your scalp or with your health, and you want to just get back on track and just get everything leveled out. So I will post the link below. Also, if you haven't already, please click that like button, subscribe to my channel if this is your thing. Please feel free to share this video if you're liking the content that I'm putting out. You're also welcome to leave me some comments below. If you have any questions, I can get back to you on that, or I can address them in another video, because I'm sure if you have a question, there's other people that may have those questions as well. If you haven't already, please feel free to follow me on social media. I want to stay connected with you, build a relationship with you, invite you into my community, and we can grow together and be an overall health and wellness, because at the end, that's what it's about. We want to be well so we can live and enjoy our life that we've been blessed to have so far. I am active on Instagram. So if you haven't already, if you do have an Instagram account, please go out and follow me. I'm at Hair Health Happiness. Just type those words in. Oh, one more thing. I also created a freebie, a 5-part video. It's titled The Common Scalp Conditions. In there, I talk about the most common scalp conditions, which are dandruff, severe dermatitis, scalp eczema. I believe I talk about scalp sores, scalp pimples, scalp cleansing, and it's a really good video. I go through and give you an understanding on those conditions and what you can do to manage it. So if you're struggling in that area and you want some more information and how you can manage those things, please go to bit.ly/common scalp conditions with an S on the end. I will also post those links both to my online consultations, and so you can go get your free 5-part video so we can stay connected and you can get the information that you need. Okay, thank you for watching. Have a great day.